Green Bay, Wisconsin has a casual, laid-back spot to enjoy premium ciders and wines.
Take a look at Captain's Walk Winery's tasting room and tours.
Captain's Walk Winery is located in downtown Green Bay, just east of the Fox River on Adams Street. Housed in a well-preserved pre-Civil War era home, there are seating areas outside for the warmer months and indoor seating as well. Captain's Walk offers a wide variety of award-winning wines and hard ciders.
This space is great for an afternoon date or a special event like a bachelorette party. The winery has 2 bar areas run by friendly, welcoming staff. Tours are available that include a look at the well-purposed basement. This area shows how some of their wine is stored and aged. We started our visit splitting a wine slushie.
What's the taste?
It's delicious, but very cold.
I think so.
I'm gonna give myself a brain freeze. No one wants that.
Being big fans of cider, we decided to try that flight first.
I'm going first here, and I'm going to try our cider flight. All right, so my first one is bourbon barrel brown. I've been told to sip it, not slam it. It is very cinnamony. That one's really good.
This one's the passion fruit. I think that one's my second most favorite. It's very sweet.
Wisconsin maple brown. One does have a sweet, like mapley syrup or brown sugar. Brown sugar. That's what it is.
And Door County cherry. Very good. A bit tarter than the other ones.
And our last option here is the cold brew. So Von Steele Second Wind Cold Brew. So there's a coffee note to it. You can definitely smell the coffee. You can definitely taste the coffee too. Not bad. All right, Erin, your turn. Then we were able to try the wine flight that also pairs with candy.
Artsy.
You're so fancy.
So we're gonna try these without the candy first. So do you want to go through them here?
Am I allowed to?
Sip, not slam.
You say hurtful things. All right. So good.
It's not so bad now, but I get a burn here.
Which is usually my favorite. It's tasty.
Titletown. Go, pack, go. I'm thinking this is the one I'd probably pick out of their wine.
It's definitely the one that you would pick.
It's very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I like the sweet drinks.
It's a very dark rosé.
That's probably
Different than I expected.
And we already had the passion fruit. Yeah, it's really good.
Turns out, still good.
Still good.
actually filming me do this? Okay.
Yeah. So now we're on to the candy.
All right, so this one is a green apple Zatz. Going into the Sauv Blanc. All right, and then, let's see.
Both of them?
Don't get wild. All right, we'll get wild. Okay, gotta put both in apparently. Okay. I'm gonna let that soak for a second, because apparently that's how you technically need to do that. Titletown Moscato is gonna get citrus orange slices. And no, I'm not putting all 3 in. I will put 2, however, and then 1 you're just gonna eat. Ooh, look at it.
Making it fizz.
Getting it fizzy. It's like science. Science.
Science.
Science. All right. So next we have the Marquette Rosé. Pairs well with Pop Rocks. We were given a hot tip to pour them in and let them finish fizzing before you drink it, or it will come out your nose. And no one wants that. So we're gonna give it some. Oh yeah. Listen to the science happening. You want all of it in there? All right, it's happening. Science is being science. Oh, all of it. See what you said. Science is being sciencey. So we're gonna let that just finish doing its thing for a second. And passion fruit cider here. We've got lemon heads. So we will drip a couple of those guys in there. Let science again do its thing. Do you want all of them in there or just a few?
That should be good.
Okay. These Pop Rocks still going. So we're gonna try that one in a minute. All right, who's going first? Okay.
All right, so first is Sauvignon Blanc with green apple Zatz. I like it. I do like it. And we got Titletown Moscato with citrus orange slices. I like it with the candy.
Is it like drinking candy right now? Is that what you're doing?
It kind of is.
All right. Oh, he's going back for more. He likes that one. Told you that one would be your favorite.
Okay, Pop Rocks. They don't look quite done yet.
Just a little
So
tiny
if it comes
sip.
out of my nose,
It'll be great video.
yeah, we'll go viral. Yeah, that's good too. And the passion fruit cider with lemon drops. I love them all with the candy.
We found your thing.
Yeah,
Pairing wines with candy.
I definitely approve of wine with candy.
Certain content. This content not for children. All right, my turn. So same order. The Sauv Blanc with the green apple Zatz.
I don't, actually, the cocktails they make with their spirits are really good. Like, if you ever actually go there.
It's actually very funny.
And they're old fashioned.
I'll save you a snibble
So
so I don't get yelled at again. I can still hear those Pop Rocks and it's freaking me out. Okay. Titletown with orange slices. Yeah. It's definitely Moscato with candy in it. All right. Pop Rocks. Again, gentle.
Scotch and Irish is more right now.
Okay, that one's hilarious. It's actually a really good combination.
But that's where I tried it. I'm like, hey, this is my speed. I didn't like that one. I like those.
That one's really good. Okay, and passion fruit with lemon heads.
The harshness of 4 year appeals more to northern from and then the Scotch people and being blend.
Really adds a citrus note to it, like I'm fancy. It's just good. Okay, I also approve of wine candy.
We spoke to Don, who was able to give us more information about Captain's Walk.
Well, welcome to Captain's Walk, first of all. My name is Don. I'm the winery manager here. The history of Captain's Walk. The building we're standing in right now is 157 years old. This is the third oldest house in Green Bay on its original foundation, built 1856, 1857 by a gentleman named Elijah Morrow. The building over the years has taken on many things. Like I said, Elijah built it and had the house till 1920. When Elijah and his wife Josephine, they had 6 daughters that grew up here. When Elijah and Josephine passed away, Helen, the second oldest daughter, inherited the house, and Helen had the house in 1920. Helen was the second oldest daughter, but the only daughter who did not marry. So of course in the 1800s, the gentlemen or the ladies did not have jobs, and they were expected to kind of marry to have somebody to support them. Since Helen did not marry, she inherited the house. Helen had the house till 1920. At that time, of course, having a house of this size, 1920, single female with no job, no husband to support her, she was forced to then sell the house. The house then became the first Green Bay Women's Home. And it was a Green Bay Women's Home from 1920 to 1965. Over that time, in the back parking lot area, they had a large hall that they would do rent out as a source of income. During that time, the Green Bay Community Theater established itself, and they first performed back in the hall behind Captain's Walk. In 1965, the Green Bay Community Theater moved down to their own building downtown, so they lost that source of income, so they decided to sell it. After they sold it, it then became a gift shop for 3.5 years. After that, during that time, there was the second of 2 large fires back in that hall. So losing that hall, mostly to fire, they decided to tear it down and turn it into parking for the business. After the 3.5 years as a gift shop, the building actually sat abandoned for 12 years. There was a lot of talk to move it down to Heritage Hills or leave it here. After that 12 years, they obviously left it here. It then became a Century 21 for 9 years. After that time, in the early 70s, it was purchased by a couple of attorneys that then turned it into attorney's office. Then in the early 70s, Brad and Eric Schmiling, our current owners, who were born and grew up at Von Steele Winery, that was owned by their parents. They both graduated college. They decided to purchase this building and turn it into a second winery. We're sister wineries with Von Steele. So we're one company, 2 different branches. They decided to branch out and open Captain's Walk. Took them 2 years to renovate it. It's on the historical registry. And they opened Captain's Walk because at the time, Von Steele was what I consider a typical Wisconsin winery, did a lot of the fruit wines. Eric went to school for viticulture winemaking, so he wanted to have a winery that featured vinifera, or all Italian style wines. So that's how Captain's Walk came to be, because we feature strictly Italian style wines.
I hear there's a ghost that might be
There is. Helen is our residential ghost here at Captain's Walk. The second oldest daughter that did not marry. Helen passed away in her 90s, not here, but in a retirement home close by. She always wanted to buy the house back, but she could never afford to. But we do say what she didn't have in life, she has in death, because we are the first stop on the Green Bay Haunted Ghost Tours. Helen is our residential ghost. We've had multiple paranormal groups here, all agree that Helen's still hanging out. And actually that there's other entities here. And if you enjoy that kind of ghostly stuff, if you have Amazon Prime, if you look up Haunted State on Amazon Prime, we're featured, Captain's Walk is featured in episode number 7.
Very cool. What makes this place special?
What makes Captain's Walk special? Well, the history on the building and all that is one part. The great wine. You got to have great wine. It's easy to sell when you have great wine, and the guys are incredible at what we do and making wine. And the third thing I would say puts us over the top is this. It's the personal touch. It's learning about the history. The staff is incredible at taking care of our customers. You can go anywhere to buy a bottle of wine, a good bottle of wine, but we want you to come here for the experience, the whole relaxed, enjoyed, have a good time experience.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Well, we do a lot of different features, different fun stuff. My theory is, as a winery manager, if you're not having fun, you probably shouldn't be doing it. So we do a lot of different things in the summer. We have 11 o'clock to 1 p.m. We have sangria, chips, and salsa out in front of the winery, which we do in collaboration kind of with the farmers market, which is only a couple blocks away. So that's a lot of fun. And then in the summer, we have a summer concert series on Thursdays from 4:30 to 6:30. So we have all local artists every Thursday. They come out, they perform out in our front deck. We invite people to bring a lawn chair, come and have some free, or not free wine, I'd be in trouble for that. Come and have some wine, a wine slushie we have also, and sit and relax and enjoy live music.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Wine, ciders, and food can be purchased in the store area.
Next time we go, we'll be sure to get something from the small food menu.
Overall, it was a great experience. To discover more Midwest destinations, be sure to like and subscribe.